Look at what is happening in Nigeria today. Above all, Jaragowan sacrificed everything. The country people sacrificed has turned into a crime scene. All we do today is stealing. You know, and we have to do something. All we need to do, he lives a courageous life.
This is one of the most explosive speeches of P2B in Nigeria. He not only called out the hypocrisy of those who protested against the petrol price increase under Goodluck Jonathan, asking where they are today, whether they are all dead. Don't they see that petrol is being sold for up to 1,000 naira today? He also used the opportunity to respond to those who have been attacking him, saying that he's been demarketing Nigeria abroad, asking whether the latest poverty figures that World Bank released on Nigeria is not demarketing Nigeria. Why haven't they responded to World Bank the same way they attacked him? P2B spoke in a memoriam in Abuja organized for Edwin Clark, the Niger Delta activist who passed on a few months ago. He spoke in presence of Goodluck Jonathan, General Yakubu Gowon and other dignitaries. This is what many people have been demanding from P2B. They want him to be forceful the way he speaks. Although he doesn't normally speak this way, but sometimes he reaches to a level where you can no longer hold it. You just have to blot it out the way it is. These people don't like the truth. When you tell them what they are doing wrong, instead of accepting, hey, okay, we did this wrong, let's correct ourselves, next time we won't do it that way. Instead of doing that, they will come back and start attacking the personality of the person. They've all gone mute. Is that not hypocrisy? The same thing they accuse P2B of doing. World Bank just released a statement saying that there will be more poor people in Nigeria in 2027, meaning that poverty will continue to increase this year up to 2026 and into 2027. All of them have gone mute. They are not ready to respond to World Bank. Even the Africa Development Bank President Akinwumi Adesina said nearly the same thing. It took them a few days. They started attacking him, saying that his statistics is wrong, many issues. They don't like the truth. It is only when we tell ourselves the truth that we can tackle our problems. Let's take a listen.
For somebody like me who has just been part of this 2023 election, he lived a life of courage, a life of sacrifice, a life of justice, a life that is valued, but most importantly, he's continued living that life to the end. I listened to my brother Mike when he talked about, may the labor of our heroes past not be in vain. I'm sorry, I'm happy that Jaragowan is here, and I'm happy that Jonathan is here. But I can tell you, their sacrifices in vain. They've sacrificed for Muslims. In this country, when people were protesting, when there was no need to protest under Jonathan. Where are those protesters? Have they died? Where are they? So why are we saying it should not be in vain? They increased fuel from 8 to 7 naira to 120 and people were protesting in this country. And when it was 900, they were not protesting. Are they dead? So why are we saying it should not be in vain? People protested when naira was 180 and when it was 1,500, they're not protesting. Are they dead? So let's not say it should not be in vain. I spoke a few days ago and people said I'm demarketing Nigeria. When it's true to be demarketed, World Bank has just shown that 75% of Nigerians in your area are poor. Is World Bank demarketing Nigeria? UNICEF 2 days ago released that Nigeria now have over 2 million malnourished children, the second highest in the world. Are they demarketing Nigeria? Let's face the reality. Their labor is in vain. We have a country now that is not democratic. We are not a democratic country. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Is the election that happened in Edo, is it democratic? Just the last election in Edo is the most democratic election. Everybody knows who won that election. So why are we keeping it and saying, let their work not in vain? It is in vain. So we can start picking the pieces. now because they've destroyed everything people have sacrificed for. Look at what is happening in Nigeria today. Above all, Jarabawan, you sacrificed everything. The country people sacrifice has turned into a crime scene. All we do today is stealing. You know, and we have to do something. All we need to do, he lived a courageous life. May God Almighty that called him home grant him eternal rest and grant us the courage to look into what our Father lived for and start picking our pieces. May God bless all of you.
You see, P2B and the entire opposition today haven't even done 100th of what Tinubu and his group did to Goodluck Jonathan when they were in opposition. They used unprintable words. In fact, they abused and insulted him just because they were opposing his administration. So sometimes it's nice to take it a little bit to their level, to prove to them that you are not afraid of them. Not to abuse them, but to prove to them that you have to state the facts the way it is. At least that will motivate Nigerians, because many Nigerians are discouraged, they are disillusioned, they have become afraid of their own leaders. Yes, you can't freely express yourself on social media in public without them hounding you. Look at the Nance president that accused Tinubu of masterminding his kidnap. The SSS have arrested him in a hospital and they forced him, that's according to parallel facts, they forced him to apologize to Tinubu. So you see, all these put fear in people. You know, they stigmatize the people so that they will not have that mind to come out and speak against the government. And once they get away with all that they do, the real people that vote, especially in the interiors, in rural areas, they will not be aware of all this. So this is how it should be. Sometimes the opposition need to talk directly to them. Talk to them fearlessly. It will motivate Nigerians to even talk the same way. Because that was exactly how they motivated Nigerians during their own time. That was why Nigerians were able to troop out in massive numbers to join their rallies against the Goodluck Jonathan administration. If they weren't talking tough against the government, Nigerians wouldn't be motivated. So sometimes you add a little bit of pepper, add a little bit of spice. You are not breaking any law, you are not doing anything wrong. This is the only way to change the current administration. Once there are few opposition voices speaking against them, they will still continue to feel they dictate the narrative. But if more people join, keep speaking everyday activity, all the wrongs you see, all their failures, keep talking about it, keep telling them to their faces. Yes, they will never dictate that narrative. If Nigerians do this, going into the election, nobody will venture to rig an election in any polling unit. Yes, it will be in the consciousness of Nigerians. That was how they did it. The template is there for Nigerians to emulate. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. These people started campaigning 3 years before the 2015 presidential election. Yes, they worked on the consciousness of Nigerians. All the activities of the government, whatever they were doing, they kept that in front of Nigerians for the whole 3 years. So there's nothing like, that one has passed, let's forget about it, let's deal with the now. No, they kept putting more things in front of Nigerians so that Nigerians will go into the election angry. Yes, this is what should happen. A government that has performed this bad, very woeful, is talking about re-election 2 years before the presidential election. It's the audacity. So it's because Nigerians are not talking. And it's not one man that can do it. Everyone must participate. And people should stop thinking that one man will come and save them. No, nobody is coming to save anyone. You have to save yourself. Rise up and do whatever you can at your own level. Of course, you can't take unnecessary risks. Yes, these come with risk, but you have to be very careful. Once you're not breaking the law, you still have the right to talk whatever you want to say. Yes, you still have the right to say whatever you want to say. Once you are not libeling anyone or lying against anyone or defaming anyone, say what you want to say, speak truth to power, and Nigerians can have a redemption in 2027. Thanks for watching.